Sri Sai Ram. Hearty welcome to Sri Sathya Sai Lok Seva Gurukulam. Free online classes in science. Okay, in a very interesting chapter called acids, bases and salts. All around us we see so much of acids. Can you remember? For example, the lemon what you eat. You like lemon juice? It is an acid. It contains an acid. Oranges, they are also acids. And you might have seen our lime solution, that is a base, correct? And also the caustic soda what you get is a base. Gases and salts, for example, common salt and all. So, all these what you see around us, we also see solids, liquids and gases. Can I name some solids? Correct. Stone, salt, correct. Metals like copper, silver, etc. They are solids. Liquids means what? Water, mercury, etc. Gases, nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, etc. So, that is all we see around us. So, in our daily life, as I just now telling you, we use acids, bases and salts also. There is no product, food product without salt. In Kannada we call it as Taiginta bandhu illa, uppiginta ruchi illa. So, salt is a must, is it not? But the addition of salt must be done carefully. If it is more salt means we have to require more water, difficult to eat, right? So, I just now told you about that. Every day we use different kinds of substances, is it not? And also we have seen indicators. What is indicator? They are the substances to identify which is an acid or a base or a salt. For example, your turmeric powder is an indicator, correct? And you have litmus paper, they are also indicators, blue litmus, red litmus. What do they do? They change the color. Suppose you add the blue litmus paper to a acid, that turns into red. Suppose you add or if you introduce a red litmus paper into a base, it turns into blue. In case of salts, there is no change in color, or in case of neutrals like water, there is no change in color. So, also we have done some experiments of testing acids, bases and salt. One of the most important or simple test is by tasting. Your test is my taste, Baba says. So, taste, how does the acid taste? Acid will be sour in taste. Bases will be bitter in taste. Salts, I need not tell, salty in taste. So, these are the things we have seen in the previous classes. Today we have taste of daily use substances. We will have some activity, okay. Also we learn about acids and bases, more details, and also about indicators, okay. Are you ready? Okay, get ready with book, pen and all, sit straight, come on, give a smile, super, okay. Now we will have a small activity, okay. What is that activity? In our daily life we use substances like curds, grapes, sugar, tamarind, etc. Have you tasted curds? Yes, are you eating curds every day? Of course, town boys or girls, they eat nicely every day, but village girls may get grapes, especially in southern Karnataka, Kolara, Bangalore, Chikballapura and so on. You get lot of grapes garden. How it is? Sour to taste, correct? Sugar is, how is the taste of sugar? It is sweet in taste, is it not? So, lemon juice, come on, sour. Lemon juice is sour to taste. And orange juice, that is also sour to taste. And vinegar, vinegar is nothing but acetic acid, that is also sour to taste. They are called acidic in nature, is it not? So, this also, curds also sour to taste. Tamarind, also called as imili. What about sugar? Sugar is sweet, but as it is, sugar is not good for health. You might have heard about diabetes. It is a common disease got from sugar. So, here they are asked to write the taste of this. Okay. Now, common salt, it is salty, correct? Write down. The salty in nature. Amla, amla is nothing but acid, that is sour to taste. Baking soda, that is bitter in taste. Where is that baking soda used? In kitchens, correct? They use in kitchens. Baking soda, sometimes they add for dosas, bhaji, bonda and all. You like bhaji, bonda, no? So, all these bhaji, bonda will have, not compulsory, usually they add soda. Grapes, grapes is sour to taste. Unripe mango, especially in summer, you find lot of unripe mango. Cucumber, cucumber is contains water only, you can say tasteless. Tasteless, just like water it is, correct? So, the photo of the tongue. What are the two activities of tongue? One is talking and there is tasting, correct? See, in between the teeth there are about 32 teeth, not for all. In young age there are 32 teeth and the tongue will be very careful. It moves forward and backward carefully. Baba says, you have to be like a tongue in between teeth. Different kinds of teeth are there. They will be ready to bite the tongue, but the tongue is very careful, it will not be cut. So, in the world also you will have different kinds of, for you friends, all may not be soft, all may not be cooperative, all different kinds of people will be there, you must be careful in moving. So, what is the observation? We found that some of these substances are sour. Can I give example? Correct? Lemon, then orange, then come on, acetic acid, is it not? So, tamarind, all these are sour to taste. bitter, baking soda, washing soda, caustic soda or sodium hydroxide, all these are bitter to taste. Even your lime water, you have seen lime water? So, taking some lime and putting water that and it dissolves, there will be lime water, and some are sweet, example sugar, correct, and all the sweets made out of sugar. Some are salty, for example common salt, it is very salty in nature, correct. So, these are the different tastes we have. How do you identify taste? That is by what is called as taste buds. The sweet will be here only and bitter will be on the sides, like that. Taste buds are there. There is one liquid also on the tongue. What is it called? Come on, saliva, correct. So, see, this creation of body itself is so wonderful. Every second we have miracles taking place, is it not? Heart beating, the breathing, is it not a miracle? Yeah, definitely, it is one of the most wonderful creations of the Lord. Okay. Now, let us see what is meant by an acid. So, here is one vinegar. What is vinegar? That is acids, acid called as acetic acid. So, first characteristic or property of acid is sour in taste. Can you give me an example? Correct? Lemons, lemon juice. So, how do you get the word acid? Derived from the Latin word called acere, acere, A-C-E-R-E, means sour. For example, curds, lemon juice, orange juice, vinegar, etc. They taste sour. Okay, that is the nature of acids. How was this photo? You like it? Okay. So, this is the curd. How curd is prepared? Your mother is a good scientist, even though she has not studied, some of the mothers have not studied science, they are practical scientists. How do they prepare curds? From boiling milk is to be cooled. After cooling you have to add some buttermilk at a proper temperature, and next day it becomes curds, and that is sour to taste. This is oranges, this also orange, and lemon also is a acid because it is very sour to taste. And the vinegar is nothing but acetic acid, is it not? So, these are some of the acids. So, it is a Latin word called acere. Okay. The chemical nature of some substances is called acidic in nature. So, one of the way of identifying acids is tasting. Any other way? Yes, it is using indicators. Coming to bases. Bases are bitter in taste and soapy to touch. You are using soap, is it not? How is a soap? When you add some water to it, it becomes very, very soft. And why it is so? Because of the bases add to it. For example, for the soap they add caustic soda, also called as sodium hydroxide. Baking soda is used in kitchens for preparation of bhaji, bonda, dosa and all. Okay. So, they are bitter in taste. So, baking soda is also called as sodium bicarbonate. Come on, repeat, sodium bicarbonate. And caustic soda is called as sodium hydroxide. So, baking soda is, they call it also as sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate. And caustic soda is sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide, NaOH. Sodium hydroxide, that is used in laboratories, also used in the preparation of soap. Okay? And if you touch it, it is soapy in touch. And another one is, it is bitter in taste. You are not supposed to eat or drink this. Okay? So, this is what is called as bases. So, these are different indicators. What do they do? A special type of substances which are used to test whether a substance is acidic or basic. Identify? So, you have to add it, little of it. The indicators change the color when added to a solution containing acidic or basic substances. How do they change? They change, for example, turmeric litmus, blue or red, changes acid from blue color to red color, bases red color to blue color. And there is one more called as China rose, petals of China rose. You heard about rose? So, the petals also called as gudal, they are called indicators. Okay? So, these are some of the naturally occurring indicators. Turmeric powder you have seen it, how it is? Yellow color, correct? So, if you add to acid, what happens? It does not change color. Only if you add to base, for example, lime solution, if you take and add 1 or 2 drops of 1 or 2 pinch of turmeric powder, what happens? Changes to red. Is it not? Similarly, China rose also changes color of acids and bases. So, that is why they are called indicators, correct? And do you know the acids found in your daily life? So, here is, for example, acetic acid. What other name of acetic acid? Come on, vinegar. So, it is found in vinegar. The formula is CH3, no, do not want formula, we will study that later. Okay. Formic acid, ant sting. So, when an ant stings, for example, you heard about honeybee. How many have bitten by honeybee? Yeah, that will sting, that will attack to our body, and that becomes swelling will take place. There is a lot of burning also. That is because of the acid called formic acid. Citric acid, it is found in oranges, lemons, etc. What is the taste? Taste is sour to taste, correct. And curds contain lactic acid. Spinach contains oxalic acid. And amla, citrus fruits contain ascorbic acid, which is rich in vitamin C. Tartaric acid is found in tamarind, grapes, unripe mangoes. How many like unripe mangoes? Unripe means fresh from the tree. That is called unripe. You cut it off and put some salt to it and eat, right? Some will add some chili powder also to make it tasty. It is called unripe. It is very sour to taste, they enjoy it, correct. So, these are some of the acids and these are the sources from which from which we are getting that acids. Okay. Similarly, let us see about all the acids mentioned above occur in nature, they occur in nature all this. Okay. Similarly, we see about bases. Calcium hydroxide obtained from lime water. You have seen lime? Yeah, it is called calcium oxide. If you add water to it, it becomes lime water. It contains calcium hydroxide. So, all these hydroxides will be bases. How the taste of bases? Come on, they are bitter to taste. You are not supposed to eat it. Ammonium hydroxide is one such, that is used in window cleaners. Sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide we found in manufacture of soap. Milk magnesium hydroxide is used in milk of magnesia. So, these are some of the bases, is it not? And the bases, when they dissolve in water, we call it as alkalis. They change the red litmus into blue. They are very, come on, what is the taste? Bitter in taste. Okay. Interesting facts about acids in our bodies. In our body, it is a very wonderful mechanism, correct? Each cell in our body contains an acid called DNA. You studied in biology. What is D? Deoxyribonucleic acid. So, D means deoxyribo, N means nucleic, A means acid. Some 10 times you must tell, then only it becomes clear. The DNA means the children are like almost like father or mother. The color, the size, is it not? The many features are got from parents, and we call it as genes also. And the genes are responsible for the DNAs. So, DNA means there is an acid here in the cells of body. It controls every feature of the body, such as our looks, color of the eyes, our height, etc. Usually the son or daughter of a cricketer will be a cricketer, is it not? And son of a teacher will be a teacher, this is not. And his height, weight, looks, all these are responsible by the help of DNA. What does the DNA consist of? See, all when you eat some proteins, proteins when they divide, they become smaller unit called amino acids. These amino acids are very much required. Proteins that build the part of our cells are also made up of amino acids. So, they contain elements like hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon, oxygen, etc. So, this is a small molecule of amino acid. For example, if you eat, where do you find it amino acids? In proteins. Where do you get proteins? Proteins are there in milk, chapati or wheat, what you call, tur dal, egg, etc. So, when you digest a protein, it divides into smaller unit called as amino acids. They contain these elements. Okay. So, there we call it as amino acids. So, it is very much needed for our growth. Okay. This is what you find in your body. Okay. And some natural indicators around us. One of the natural indicators around us is called litmus. And how that word litmus comes? It is extracted from lichens, from plant origin. Lichens, we have litmus solution also, litmus paper also. it has a purple color in distilled water. So, if you add distilled water to lichens, you get purple color. When added to acidic solution, turns red. So, the blue color of the litmus becomes red in color. When added to basic solution, it becomes blue. See, there are two types of litmus, blue and red litmus. So, when you add blue litmus to acid solution, it becomes red. When you add red litmus to the base, it becomes blue in color. So, it is available in the form of a solution or in the form of a strip of paper known as litmus paper. Solution is called litmus solution. Do you remember? Okay. So, these are called indicators. So, now let us have some home assignment. First question, state the difference between acids and bases. Is the distilled water acidic or basic or neutral? How would you verify it? Blue litmus paper is dipped in a solution. It remains blue. What is the nature of the solution? Okay. So, come prepared for these answers. Now, let us see what Bhagwan Baba says. Life is a game, play it. Life is a challenge, meet it. Life is a dream, realize it. Life is love, enjoy it. Can you remember? Very interesting slokas, very interesting quotations, correct? So, come prepared for the home assignments. Thank you.